First of all, I want to say welcome home. This is Rainbow. We're welcoming you here. Welcome home.
Thank you. What's just tell me just in a few sentences, what's your background?
My background is I've been around Rainbow since 1971. I was at the first Rainbow event in Colorado. I was given the Rainbow love. I remember to today. Puts tears in my eyes. Rainbow love is when you're a baby. You go around to all the camps and the family gives you love and respect. Rainbow is, we're supposed to go in the woods with Rainbow and we take the dirtiest kids out there and we bring here and we try to set advantages as good adults of how to be and not be on the streets doing drugs, ripping people off. We're on the streets helping, feeding homeless people and doing that. That's what Rainbow's about, spreading the love. You know, the Hawthorne bus here was built since Easter. We built a bus to come up here this year to feed family. We brought 2 tons of food this year. We brought a ton last year. We're building up for nationals here, Oregon. I'm expecting at least 50,000 people at this Rainbow coming up, the National Rainbow. And that's what we're leading this one up to. So.
Wow. So I talked to you a little bit earlier about Austin, and I've been looking for him, and you said you recognized his picture?
I recognize Austin from last year's Rainbow Gathering. Austin and I, when we first met, I remember Austin came to my van, and he was very hungry and thirsty and confused of where he was. That's when I seen this picture. I knew exactly, because we babysat him. We babysat him, but then when I left, he was in pretty good spirits. He was dosed real heavy, and when you get dosed real heavy in mental ill issues, you can go sideways, but he came to us sideways. So whatever mission he's on, I'm hoping that he's gotten help. I've not seen him here. I have been at Main Circle. That ain't saying that he ain't here. You know, Rainbow is a lot of Austins. There's a lot of Austins here. There's a lot that come through here. We had a group of guys last year that came in that were shooting probably $1,000 worth of heroin in their group a day. And we detoxed them on coconut CBD oils in the woods with kratom. This year I get here, there's another 3 being detoxed. There was another young gentleman that was worse than the one that is missing right now that showed up, and he was having problems, and he is now in a mental institution getting medications. And that's the Rainbow family. We're about loving and sharing and stuff. We don't want to fight. But when you got the sorry apples that come through, what do you have to do? You have to send them out a little bit. But you send them to other groups to have other groups work with them. Maybe they can get the seed planted in that they need help.
Yeah. How sure are you, like what percentage are you sure that
more and more, and I think about 80% sure that was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've heard that they thought he might be on drugs, and but you're saying, but what do you think?
I'm thinking of lots of drugs.
Lots of drugs.
With not being on psych meds.
Yeah.
And so when you mix both and both, you got a very problem. I got lots of people that are like that out here.
Yeah. What type of drugs do you think?
I'm thinking LSD, maybe some meth, not meth, lucense drugs, psych drugs, mushrooms, stuff like that will confuse your thinking. There could be some meth in there for the behaviors that he was asking, but we don't do meth in Rainbow, so for the meth to show up, that would have to be on his. And also, if he's supposed to be on psych meds, and you're taking other drugs, you're going to see that devil inside you, and that devil is going to keep in your body until you get off the drugs, you know?
Do you remember what, about how tall he was?
Yeah, I would say he's probably a little bit about your height, maybe a little shorter.
About 5'6"?
Yeah.
5'7"?
He was real sucked up when I seen him, like real skinny.
Mm-hmm.
And he just wanted to eat. When I seen him, he just wanted to eat. And it looked like he came off of a rough road when he got here.
Yeah, what did he talk about anything specifically when?
Just frustrations in his life, I think it was. I meet with so many kids and families that, you know, to go into their story, what I could say about him is he wasn't the guy that I would think that he was. I think it was the devil drug that was doing all the talking for him. But there's a lot of guys that were there, and he was loving. It took like 2 or 3 days of us babysitting him to get him back down with nothing in his system. And I remember that. And then I remembered he came back in and he was lit up again. And the road was on again. So it's like he keeps going back to the devil that keeps putting his head into the game. And that's where you're going to find him. You know?
Did he give any indication of where he was going or?
He didn't know where he was going. Most kids, when they come to Rainbow, they don't have any directions. They come to Rainbow and then they go to the next rainbow. And then they go to the next rainbow. You know, the suggestion I would have would be is to get on the Rainbow website and put a shout out for him. Hey, if you're watching this, we do care about you. The family's probably very upset where he is. And the Hawthorne bus is going to take this serious. I'm going to take it downtown and we'll bring it in front of the news and we'll help see if the family can help find this guy. And we'll ask, we'll do whatever support we got to. That's what family does. We stick together. We don't let a sour apple out in the field. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's how I feel. You know, it's like a bad bet and a good bet. You know, if I walked up to you and told you that this vet graduated with honors and all that, you're going to go over there and you're going to tip your hat to the man. If I go to you and say, okay, this man over here got kicked out of the military, but he's got 5 Purple Hearts. Now, what do you think about that situation? The man had a bad day, but he's still a vet. And we don't leave a vet in the field. Like the Marine Corps taught us, we don't leave a soldier in the field. We bring him dead or alive. When we go into the field, you look to your left, you look to your right. You're coming home alone is what we've been told. Mm-hmm. In the drug war, same thing. If you're not looking at the right way, the drug war will drag you into the pit. And now we got to drag them out of the pit and get them back on home. And I'm willing to jump on and find him. Because we did not know he was missing, or our family would help look for him.
Mm-hmm. But you haven't seen him in Portland, you were saying?
He's not in Portland. I go to the Rainbow picnics. I am going to take back the picture to all the Rainbow family in Portland and get a clarification that we haven't seen him at one of our deals. Just because I haven't seen him doesn't mean he hasn't shown up around family. And I want to clear that. I will hunt through the family to see if we can find him. Because he might be in a family's hands right now getting help that we all know of. Because that happens a lot here too. Mm-hmm. That a family member will adopt a person, take them home, feed them. That happens a lot. It happened to me. I took a young lady out of here last year. I met her on Christmas on the streets. I bring her into my house. My van gets stolen by her. All my belongings get stolen. My wheelchair, all that. And I get a phone call that she's down and doing all this stuff. Haven't seen her, but I know, but we got her busted in my van. But I'm not a cop caller, so I'm not going to call the cops. We show up here. I see her. I go off like, what the fuck? Really, broad? You take all my belongings and you want to come to Rainbow? That's not Rainbow family, man. We don't rip off each other's stuff. You know, we're loving, we're caring, but you know what? You really hurt me. You took cheese medicine and that stuff that we're supposed to deliver. That ain't cool with me. And I still have a lot of anger with that, but you know what? I forgive her because she stood up in council today when they were trying to counsel me out, and she says he has the right to be here. He is family, and he is the right to be here. And when I heard that, then that makes me feel, but what she's done is a lot, you know, but she admitted her wrong today, and I'll let my heart live with it. I've lost worse than that by the feds.
Why were people trying to boot you out today? Why was the council trying to boot you out?
Because it's a lot of the rough kids that are out doing dirty in Portland and stuff that were wanting me out. So they come up here and started getting in the family. And then I went to the family and I said, okay, family, I want to spill out everything. I go about what I'm doing, and I was stopped in the middle of it and told that I was already consensus out. And I said, that's not how consensus work. I'm not leaving because we don't throw no one out of Rainbow. We're all family. We love each other, so I'm not leaving. I do have to leave tomorrow because I did get a ticket coming up here for driving without a driver's license. And I will go to court with my crew that I brought up here, and we'll get that straightened out tomorrow in the court of law. Then I'm going from there. And Wednesday morning at 9 o'clock, I will be, me, Kilo, and Junior will be in suit and ties and be in the mayor's office, explaining that we've moved 323 people off the Springwater Trail, that I did bring 150 people in Lowell Hurst Park to show the people, the community, how bad the homeless problem is. And when I brought it in on their front porch, they got upset. The world got upset with me because I'm set up in the kiddie land with all the kids. And I got homeless people. I got homeless people that are working at New Seasons. I got homeless people that are working at the U.S. Postal Service. I even had one that works at the Capitol that was homeless in the park. And they want to move us like cattle and stuff through there. So that's what I'm about. I'm about trying to solve the problem of homelessness. We got a gentleman now that is homeless that I'm really worried about, and I'll find this guy.
I gave a ride here that, to a guy that was hitchhiking up here, and I wanted to come up here. I was planning on coming up tomorrow after I went to search for Austin at Indian Heaven, and it's I cannot find my thoughts. I was going to Indian Heaven and looking for Austin and camping overnight. I was going to camp overnight up there. And if you enjoyed this video, please mark a thumbs up on it and subscribe to my channel. Share it with a friend. Thanks.